What is good, people? I am BA and we are back with another reaction to the Tales from the Crypt series. This is season 2, episode 4. This episode is called Till Death. I have never seen this episode before, have no idea what's about to happen. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
Greed and ghouls, and my personal favourite, death.
That tarantula is a sick actor.
Prepare for this torrid tale of putrefaction in paradise. I'm sure you'll find it appealing.
For some reason, I don't think it's going to be appealing. Okay, is this some ritual shit? Some voodoo thing? Yeah, whenever it's voodoo, there's a skull and a snake. I don't know why they're imperative to voodoo magic, but they're always on the scene. So they just sacrificed the chicken onto his photo and are now setting it on fire. Well, if it works for you.
To the future, partner.
I hope they're not in the white tuxedo business, otherwise the future is looking bleak.
Who is that incredible creature?
That incredible creature, my dear boy, is Margaret Richardson.
She needs someone to show her around the island. Introduce me.
I'm sure he wants to show her around the island. The Isle of Man.
Welcome to our island paradise.
Paradise? Oh, hardly. I'd forgotten how hot it gets down here and how humid.
Agreed, anything too hot is not a paradise to me. Us Scottish people, we need a cooler climate.
The trip down here was an absolute nightmare. They have the nerve to call the service first class.
You said she was a tad high-strung. She's a bitch on wheels.
Thank God bitches don't come with wheels. It would make them far more mobile and annoying.
Don't go away.
Where would I go in this godforsaken place?
She fucking hates this gaff.
Before we know what happened, the quicksand is swallowing him up, just like that. Poor Charlie, man. We're going to miss him.
So the quicksand's just, I don't know, is that voodoo ritual making the quicksand kill people?
If you're going to build here, it's going to take more money than God.
So this guy's actually trying to build property on quicksand. He's a fucking idiot.
The land is a swamp. It's going to cost millions to build on it. My God, I'm ruined.
Yeah, maybe think about that before you plan to build buildings on top of swampland.
I always say you get ahead and you get no matter what it takes, oh.
Shout out to that 80s suit shoulder padding, making him look like the hanger's still inside it.
Funny, nobody else seems to have any trouble remembering my name.
Perhaps I've been spending all of my energies remembering your face.
It's a very shallow thing to say.
I know you don't like this place very much, but it does have its compensations. Moonlit beaches, pounding surf, tropical breezes.
What is a pounding surf? Like, I'm aware of, like, you know, waves and surfing. What is a pounding surf? He seems really let down. He was just rejected by that absolute bitch.
Can I visit an old friend?
Our friendship was over as soon as your fancy friends didn't approve of you bringing your own duck meat to that club barbecue.
So his friends are racists then?
It seems there's a certain young lady who doesn't find me quite as charming as you once did. And I was thinking maybe you could do something. Strictly business, of course.
Going straight back to his black magic pal, now he's been rejected. What a dick.
Then it's this you'll be needing. You give her one drop, she become your wife. But if you give her 2, she be yours. For life.
That is a powerful love potion. I'd have let the evil voodoo witch lady kiss me. You don't want to be pissing off evil voodoo witches.
You, Mr. Andrews, are bad news.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way because you made quite an impression on me last night.
What impression? She was an absolute douche the whole night.
Give me skimmed milk.
How about something a bit stronger?
It's just so goddamn...
Oh, he's went for the one drop.
Here, you'll feel better.
Not until I'm out of this tropical hellhole.
We're literally witnessing some Bill Cosby shit in a Tales from the Crypt episode.
Did it? Did it just get hotter in here?
Jesus Christ, has he given her amphetamines?
Over my dead body. Good night, Logan. And good riddance.
Wow, it did not work. That voodoo lady just made a pretty penny off him for nothing. Okay. What the fuck is happening now?
Margaret, is that you?
Uh-huh. I couldn't stay away.
Are you feeling all right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, the love potion seems to be kicking in now. Just took a while to get into her bloodstream. The drug took a while to enter the bloodstream. She has been drugged.
Can I, get you anything?
You.
Oh, she is edgy like that. It's just another start to the morning, innit? You chase a chicken with a machete, you behead the chicken. That's what you do, and it's Monday. Sorry, chicken.
To our undying love.
Never say undying in a Tales from the Crypt episode. Everything dies in a Tales from the Crypt episode.
Did it just get hotter in here?
Why is that slang for being turned on? Getting really hot is like uncomfortable as fuck. You'd be like, did it just get hot in here? Open a window, turn on a fan. Okay, she's chanting creepy voodoo shit as she's making love to him. Holy shit, so she just like became fully possessed now after they slept together?
Has she eaten or ingested anything unusual?
Logan! I'll always love you! Forever and ever!
Well, I mean, everybody in life wants to be loved, so thank you. But at the same time, get your fucking hands off of me. So she just died like that. Is that because he only gave her one drop? Because the lady said, you know, if you give her one drop, she'll be your wife, but if you give her 2 drops, she'll be yours forever.
I kept my part of the bargain. Did you keep yours?
Fucking hell. The voodoo lady got slung.
You're not worth going to prison for.
Well then, you've already choked and assaulted her, so that's like, what, I don't know how many months, but it's definitely jail time. And as she just pointed out in the most vengeful tone I've ever heard in my life, you don't want to be pissing off the voodoo lady. She literally performs magic acts of witchcraft.
You were the biggest fish a guy could ever hope to land.
What a thing to say at a gravesite. Goddamn, you were the goddamn biggest buck I ever shot in my goddamn life. Oh wow. A zombie straight in for the kiss there.
I never thought I'd see you again. Never kiss you again. Never make love to you again.
She's the most passionate zombie of all time, I have to give her that. Not many zombies come straight out of the grave and want romance. Someone will actually correct me in the comments. I think you'll find Zombies versus the Bridesmaids of 2003 by the blah blah blah. Go fuck yourself. Okay, also, she's not the worst looking zombie I've seen.
I want you to eat every last bite, because you're going to need all your strength if you're going to make love to me 5 times a day.
She's trying to keep the cardiovascular conditioning of the two of them in good shape, which is always commendable. Fitness is important.
You have just made the most colossal mistake of your medical career.
Oh, no. I did that in England, dear boy.
Wow, I wonder what the fuck he did in England.
Margaret's alive.
It's impossible. I know a corpse when I see one. I had her embalmed.
Damn, he had her embalmed.
One can't be too careful in this climate.
And now she is a zombie. And she just cut a dude's fucking head off. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Something wrong, Pumpkin?
Get away from me.
Come and give you a little baby a kiss.
I mean, and people say Michael Jackson couldn't act.
Stay back, Margaret.
Sticks and stones can break my bones.
But a 45 cal will put your bitch ass down.
Oh my God, I've killed her. Wait a second. I can't have killed her. She's already dead.
Yeah, you don't get in trouble for shooting zombies, bro. Kill her again, it's fun.
I just bought this dress. Darling!
The most over the top, yet also completely reasonable scream of all time. If there was ever a moment where a full grown man would tilt his head back to shriek in terror, that was the single one moment of all time. Yeah, I can see why they never released the music video for Thriller 2. I love those special effects on her face, they're done so well. She's decaying so rapidly as well. It's like every shot she decays further. She pulled him back out. She didn't want to kill you, bro. She just wanted you to feel the drown for a minute.
Get away from me!
Damn. It's the Pepsi commercial all over again for him.
Burning with desire.
Well, I've got to hand it to her. Her wordplay in a time of being literally on fire was top level. So just to recap, the love of his life was shot 6 times, set on fire, then slung into a sinking sand swamp. Tales from the Crypt, you son of a bitch.
I thought I would never get over her death.
I don't think you have quite yet. God damn, she is one committed lady, and here was me calling her a bitch at the start. He's fucking poisoning himself, rather than have his zombie wife. And the poor zombie wife was mortified. Oh no, another chicken's about to get its head cut off, isn't it? He's been brought back from the dead. And I've got a feeling his wife is somewhere close by.
There's someone who's just dying to see you.
Oh wow.
Like I say, she be yours for life and death.
She could have at least cleaned the seaweed off the top of her open skull. Oh my god. Those special effects, man. Much better than nowadays. That would have been again done with computer graphics. Wouldn't have been as effective. And that was episode 4 of season 2 of Tales from the Crypt. Till death. And I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. Okay, episode 4 of season 2, Till Death. What did I think of that? I absolutely loved the story. Again, another unique premise. There's been quite a lot of relationship ones, but they've all been different in their own ways. I love the setting, by the way, of like the dark swampland area for a horror. There's been a few done there, but not really that many classics. I think the last one I remember watching, which took place in like a swampy sort of bit, was Hatchet. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a little horror film from not too long ago. But but it's a great setting, the bayous and like swampland and shit at night. But it's not used often enough. So I like the fact that this episode took place both in that sort of swampy area with the sinking sand, and then also back in the house for the remainder of it. The fact that, it's just about some voodoo magic. It's almost a classic story being retold. He gives her the potion, but it keeps it alive. After death, I don't know why she died, actually. That's the one thing I'm not sure about. Maybe she was just going to die anyway, or maybe that's part of what the potion does, is kill them but then keeps them alive after death. I'm assuming that's the case, because it's a creepy voodoo potion, so why would it work as advertised? Of course it's going to do something twisted. And again, it's one of these things where it punishes someone for wanting something outside of natural gain. So if you look at them all, it's kind of like, the jinn from Persian mythology, the opposite of a genie. They made the film The Wishmaster about. His whole thing was he would punish someone for wanting something outside of a natural course of action. So he would give them what they wanted, but in a fucked up way. So like if a woman asked the jinn to be beautiful forever, he would turn her into a stone statue. So she got her wish, she was immortalised in her beauty, but obviously no longer living and made of stone. So he twisted what they asked for in a way that would punish them. Wishmaster, it's not actually the best horror film, by the way, but just conceptually it's good, and there's bits in it that are good. The whole thing isn't a great film in and of itself, but it's worth checking out just for that concept. Anyway, that is exactly what Tales from the Crypt generally does. People want something out. Well, in this episode, it does it in a bunch of episodes. People want something outside of a natural course of actions and get punished in some way for them doing so. In this episode, this guy wanted this woman to be his. He couldn't get it naturally. He used black magic, voodoo, potion shit on her to make her his, but he got punished for it, obviously, because then she died and became this immortal, fucked up, amazing visual effects zombie that would now chase him around to the end of eternity because she loved him, which is understandably terrifying, even though technically, yes, it is what he wanted. He didn't want her skeletal form to be trying to give him hugs in the morning. So I understand why he was terrified. That one moment where she just says, come here darling or something, and walk towards him, and he literally tilts his head back for the scream and then bolts out the door. It's a completely justified response in that regard. So, I mean, I have to say it every episode, but yeah, of course at this point the stories are going to be excellent. They all just seem to be excellent and unique. It's actually hard for me to put these on a scale because they're all just 8 to 10 out of 10s, these episodes, especially so far in season 2. I think there was maybe one episode in season 1 which I'd maybe have given a 6 or a 7. But these are all just absolute bangers. From story to the way they're acted, they're supposed to be slightly comic booky and over the top performances, obviously. They're not taking themselves too seriously, which is part of the charm of Tales from the Crypt, of course. If you're a fan of Tales from the Crypt, you already knew that. All in all, another absolutely banging episode, and I'm looking forward to what's in store next time. If you like this, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more or be updated when new videos are dropping. If there's something you want to talk about from what we've just watched, or you would like me to react to something, just leave a comment below, and if it's something I haven't seen, I'm always up for checking it out and seeing what it's saying. And yeah, and share this video around to anybody you think might appreciate it or might want to watch these watch-alongs along with us. And until next time, I have been BA. Peace.